When you flip a switch in California, the lights come on. But behind this simple act is one of the most sophisticated electricity systems in the world. A vast, complex system of wires, transmission lines, and over 500 power plants, large and small, delivering nearly 60,000 megawatts of power during peak demand. Without this power, California and California's thriving economy would go dark. California's electricity system can be divided into three parts: distribution, transmission, and generation. Together, they combine to create, transport, and distribute the electricity we use. Electricity is distributed to homes and businesses by utility companies, which can be investor-owned utilities like PG&E, Southern California Edison, and San Diego Gas and Electric, or municipal utilities like SMUD and the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power. The utilities own the wires that deliver electricity to consumers and are responsible for billing, maintaining their wires, and responding to local outages. The investor-owned utilities are regulated by the California Public Utilities Commission, while the municipal utilities are regulated by locally elected governing boards. Both the California Public Utilities Commission and these local boards set the rates customers pay for electricity. These rates are designed to provide the utilities with a reasonable profit or return on investment, and are based on the cost the utilities pay to generate or purchase the electricity, along with the cost of various energy-related programs the utilities are required to provide. In some cases, large electricity users like retailers, manufacturers, and the University of California buy their electricity directly from energy service providers instead of the utility companies. This is known as direct access. But even with direct access, the electricity is still delivered by the utilities. The utilities receive the electricity they sell from a vast network of high-voltage transmission wires interconnected to 11 western states, 2 Canadian provinces, and Mexico, all supplying wholesale electricity to California. Because interstate commerce is involved, the system is regulated by FERC, the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission. Investor-owned utilities own about 70% of the transmission system, while about 30% is owned by municipal utilities and other public power entities. Except for some municipal grids, this transmission system is operated by the California Independent System Operator, a public nonprofit entity regulated by the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, and responsible for ensuring the system's reliability and making sure electricity is transmitted in a non-discriminatory way that doesn't favor one area, user, or generator over another. The electricity that flows through California's transmission and distribution wires is produced by generators using the most diverse mix of resources in the world: natural gas, water, coal, wind, nuclear power, solar, geothermal steam, agricultural waste, and other biomass products are all used to produce electricity for California homes and businesses. Clean-burning natural gas generates about 41% of the electricity we use. Some industries like refining and food processing are maximizing energy efficiency with a process called cogeneration, in which natural gas and other fossil fuels are used to make steam. The steam is used twice to generate electricity to power the plant, then again for industrial processing. About 16% of California's electricity comes from coal-fired plants, most of which are located in other states. Coal is an abundant fuel, and emerging technologies are working to lessen its impact on global warming. Nuclear power plants in California and Arizona generate about 13% of the state's electricity. To preserve resources and protect the environment, California has long encouraged renewable technologies that use wind, solar power, water, geothermal steam, or organic waste to generate electricity. Today, about 11% of our electricity comes from these renewable energy sources. Wind power is an increasingly important source of clean electricity in California and comes from four main areas: San Gorgonio, Altamont, Montezuma Hills, and Tehachapi. Today's wind turbines are increasingly efficient, producing about 1.5% of the state's electricity. Geothermal facilities using clean, naturally occurring steam or hot brine from deep in the earth generate about 5% of California's electricity and are located in geysers, Coso, Imperial Valley, Mammoth, and Nevada. About 2% of our electricity comes from biomass facilities that turn agricultural, forest product, and municipal waste into power, either by burning the waste directly or by burning the methane gas generated by waste in landfills. While solar power now provides less than 1% of California's electricity, the state has adopted policies to increase its use. Some solar technologies use photovoltaic cells to convert sunlight into electricity. Other technologies use the sun's thermal energy to run large turbines. Both technologies are clean and renewable. 19% of the energy we use comes from hydroelectricity, in which flowing water turns turbines to generate power. Hydropower is produced here in California and imported from the Northwest, British Columbia, and the Colorado River. California's investor-owned utilities generate about 25% of the state's electricity. Public power generates about 17%, and about 58% comes from private sector energy companies competing in the state's wholesale electricity market. Many of these private sector companies are members of independent energy producers. Together, they've been leading the way toward a cleaner, more renewable energy future and have already invested billions of dollars in exciting new technologies that reduce greenhouse emissions while increasing generating efficiency and output at no risk to ratepayers. These new clean energy technologies will be essential for meeting the goals set by Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger and the California legislature in 2006, when they enacted legislation to cut the state's greenhouse emissions back to 1990 levels by the year 2020. At the forefront of this important effort will be the member companies of independent energy producers, whose pioneering spirit, entrepreneurial know-how, and private sector investments will continue creating better and more efficient ways to power California into a clean energy future. In addition to protecting the environment, investing in California's independent energy sector will create thousands of new jobs, generate millions in additional tax revenue, and provide the clean, reliable, and affordable electricity needed to grow our economy. As California moves deeper into the 21st century, California's independent energy producers are lighting the way.